Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, I want to get right into it, but before I do, let me go ahead and read to you something here. This is the strategy. Mark said, this is the strategy that my wife and I used to pay off $133,000 in 17 months. That is remarkable, Mark. It changed my life so much that I began to teach it to others and help them eliminate their debts. Thanks for the content, CJ. You keep it fun and interesting. Thank you so much, Mark. Hey, that's amazing, man. Over $130,000 in 17 months, paying that off, eliminating. That's amazing. Okay, you're doing awesome, man. Continue to teach it. All right. All right. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's hop right into it. Amy Westbrook says, I'm on a fixed income, $900 a month, and some months I average $300 in extra income. I currently have 5 credit cards, $3,700 of available credit, and one of the credit cards has an $800 balance that I plan to have paid off hopefully in 4 to 6 months using one of the strategies. Any advice for people with my income and lower lines of credit and earning a cash flow? Also, is there a way to get into real estate business with my income? There is auction properties, but most of them need a full rehab, and there are possible back taxes. Excellent question, Amy Westbrook. And the short answer is absolutely. You can get into the real estate business with even a lower income than that. I actually know a guy, right? He actually got into the business. He had to sell plasma, okay, to get to where he wanted to be. And that's how crazy times were for him. And so absolutely, you really don't need money in the real estate business. At least not your money, all right? I'm going to explain what I mean. But let's go ahead and get into your question. $900 a month, okay? And I know you said, okay, so we're going to go ahead and get another marker here, right? And I know you said that you can make over $300, right? Sometimes it's going to be $1,200 a month, but let's just stick to the 900, all right? $900 a month, and some months I average $300. However, I currently have 5 credit cards. So those 5 credit cards, all right? So this is your income. Is that right? Now, what we're going to do, congratulations on that leverage that you have too. The credit cards, watch what we do, okay? CC stands for credit cards, right? And you got $3,700 in credit cards. Available balance. I'm going to make this very, very simple for you, all right? When you have income and you have expenses, all we're looking at is what's the difference between the income and the expenses. And the difference between the income and the expenses is what's going to pay this down. The difference between the income and the expenses is called the spread, or cash flow. Amy, let me know what the spread is. Let me know the difference between the income. Someone trying to call me right in the middle here. Let me know the difference between income and expenses for you, all right? Because that is the number that we're going to put right here. So let's just say the income's $900, right? The expenses is $600, all right? Now watch this. Then we're going to put 300 right here, right? That's the spread. That's the cash flow. Why? Because it's 900 minus 600. Okay? We're going to put that up there, even though you did not mention the expenses. That's all right. Let's just give you a scenario. Okay? And that's how we came up with the 300. We're taking that and we're putting it right here. And we're placing the 300, not placing it, right? We're keeping it within our line of credit, within our credit card. Why do we want to do that? Because this number is what's going to pay the credit card off. This is what pays off all lines of credit. The spread, the cash flow, is what's going to pay off your line of credit. But you got to keep the income in the lines of credit. You can divide it up however you need to, okay? Now remember, when you're utilizing credit cards, and I'm sure, Amy, you already know this, okay? That utilization rate, we want to pay attention to that, okay? Now, if you have other priorities and you say, well, the credit utilization rate to me, it's not all that important. Okay, it's not all that important to you. You have a priority, right? Maybe you need to pay off some loans. That's great. You know, that's what the credit is used for. But I do want to warn you, right, that there are some times when you're maxing out the credit cards, there are some, right, credit cards that will say, well, you know, you're maxing it out and we're not getting paid off in time. What we want to do is we want to lower that limit. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes that happens. But don't be afraid. Why? Because it seems like you are an avid payer. All right? So we want to make sure we're dividing that up, keeping below the 30% credit utilization rate. At 27.28 is the recommendation, okay? 27.28 if you need to go that high, all right, in total lines of credit. We want to make sure we stay below that 30% credit utilization rate, okay? Try it out. Try it out. Make sure that this amount, right, the spread, the cash flow, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what income comes in, right? As long as it's a positive cash flow. And you say, well, CJ, sometimes it's negative. That's okay too, all right? CreditWiz at investorpro.org, we can set you on the path to getting into the real estate business. Remember, folks, that's how I started. You guys, man, I cut my teeth on you guys. Remember that? Back in 2016, man, I learned the velocity banking method, and I'm like, Mark, man, I taught that to everyone, all right? Absolutely. You can have a channel, Mark, you know? This needs to be, especially now, this needs to be disseminated. This information needs to be out there, okay? So we can help people. Now, remember, it is the spread that's going to stay inside of the credit card, okay? That's what pays the credit card off, folks. That's why you got to utilize not necessarily your checking account, not the savings account. You got to utilize the line of credit. You got to, all right? You got to. That's how we're going to pay it off. It doesn't matter, right? Now, this is available balance, right? That's not her balance. That's how much of the available, which is awesome. Amy, I congratulate you. And I want you to know that if you're looking to get inside of the real estate business, CreditWiz at investorpro.org. And you know, I go through the comments very frequently now. So if you feel comfortable, go ahead and leave me a comment. Hey, you know, I need to get with you on that. We can absolutely get you in like Joseph Smith got me in. All right? Listen, I want you to make sure that you know that the spread is what's going to pay off the credit card. Why? Because now you no longer have a minimum balance. Let me say that again. If the balance, right, on all 5, did you say 5? Yeah, all 5 credit cards was, let's say $25, right? If the balance was, well, on 5 credit cards was $25 each, okay? Do you have to worry about a minimum balance if this much is staying? in the total of those credit cards? No. Because 25 times 5 is what? 125, right? 5 quarters? That's how I added up. Okay? $125. Does this more than cover the $125? Absolutely. Is this money, can you use this money if you need it for like emergencies or whatnot? You gotta change a tire or whatnot? Huh? Yes, you can. Huh? You got an emergency dinner that you need to go to? Yes, you can. You gotta stay in a hotel for some reason? Listen, yes, you can. Okay, you can utilize this money. Utilize the spread. Make sure that your money is working for you. That's what we mean by make your money work for you. When the money is in here, when your income is in here, and you're paying your expenses through your lines of credit, your money is working for you. Because what are the lenders saying? This person is always going above their minimum payment. Wow. They're below the 30% mark. They may have went over here, but then they paid it back over here. Paid it back, when really, you're getting paid and just putting it into your new checking account, which is the credit card, which is the line of credit. Absolutely. Do it. And I love to see your progress. Now, as far as that income goes, I actually know a lady by the name of Bridget down there in Atlanta. She's 80-something years old, absolutely a firecracker. She's a landscaper still, right, and everything. And she told me, CJ, I'm on a fixed income, but I have $85,000 in lines of credit, and I didn't even know I was utilizing the Velocity banking strategy. I said, Mary, you are a gift. So don't worry about how much you make, all right? Make sure that you're utilizing it correctly. Leverage is what Velocity Banking is all about. If you have any questions, don't you dare leave that question to yourself. You better ask it. It's not stupid. Huh? This is how we all learn, all right? Ask that question. Let me know. Folks, this is exciting, all right? We are absolutely making sure that I gotta go. So look, that's how to pay off the lines of credit. So listen, you all give me a holler, give me a shout, and God bless you, and have a great night.